Previously on Second Fiddles. I can't do this. Let's begin.
Episode 40, Wake. If funerals or wakes are a trigger for you, then this is your official content warning.
If I make a joke about how you can't spell the word funeral without F-U-N, would that be distasteful?
Sally would have said something like that herself, so I'll let it slide.
Was she a funeral crasher?
Well, sometimes she would go to the funerals of her victims and try to burn their families alive too.
Your family dynamic is so messed up.
Tell me about it.
I've never actually been to a funeral before. My grandparents are somehow also alive, so I've yet to have the pleasure.
Technically, this is a wake. We're not doing a funeral service.
Oh. How are you paying for this?
I'm not. Dad is. Even though the government froze his assets, or seized his assets, or whatever they did, he had enough money tucked away to cover the costs.
Is he gonna be here?
No. He's gonna join via video chat in a few minutes. He can't risk being caught.
I figured. Have you talked to him much?
A couple of times, just to make all the arrangements.
How's he doing?
He said he knew Sally's death was a possibility if she didn't kill Ren's sister, but he really thought she'd pull it off.
I guess his precognition isn't foolproof.
He typically sees what's most likely to happen, but yeah, it's not always a given. Fate's a
I don't know if I believe in fate. How can I? Even something great, like meeting you, was orchestrated by your dad.
Not just Dad. My uncle played a part in it too.
Oh, right. Is Fourth Wall coming? Are you even in contact with him?
No, I haven't actually seen him in person since I was like 7. He wants nothing to do with our side of the family.
That sucks. Aren't twins supposed to have some sort of unbreakable bond?
They've always been the opposite sides of the same coin. Knowledge can be power, but power also corrupts. My uncle obviously isn't, like, super evil, but there's no way I could trust him.
I don't know. ID says that being Fourth Wall's sidekick is really confusing sometimes.
Sounds about right.
Not to be rude, but this place is empty. If the rest of your family isn't coming, is it just the two of us?
Well, I know we got here early, but I kinda put a force field up around the place so no one else could get in.
Why?
To keep out the reporters and paparazzi. There's no way they're gonna ruin this for me.
Huh. What if any of Sally's friends wanted to come?
You know as well as I do that she didn't have any friends.
That's kind of sad. I almost feel bad for her. I mean, other than the whole being dead thing.
You really have a magical way of being super offensive without actually trying. You know, there's something different about you today, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
You could put your finger in it.
Oh, wow, babe, really?
What?
Only one finger?
This is why I love you.
Ditto. But seriously, what's different about you?
I'm wearing a f***ing dress, Linus.
Oh my god, this is the first time you've worn a dress?
Not in my life, but with you, yes.
Oh, right. How did I just notice this?
When we were getting ready this morning, I made at least 3 strong hints about how wearing a dress allows for easier access if grief makes you horny, but you were checked out.
Yeah. I feel like everything I hear is muffled, like I'm having trouble focusing on words, or at least the meaning behind the words. I'm distracted.
You're burying your sister. Even though she was evil and you kinda hated her, she was still your sister, so you're allowed to be distracted.
We're not burying her. Ironically, she wanted to be cremated. She loved burning things so much, and her powers couldn't affect her own body, so, in a way, cremation was her own way of finally being one with fire. That, and her body exploded like a ripe melon when it hit the ground, so it made more sense.
That's poetic. The cremation stuff, not the melon.
Is it Max?
No, it's ID. He's actually here, outside. Could you open up a door in the force field?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey guys, it's me.
Oh no, I thought the bouquet of flowers was just randomly floating on its own.
No need to be sassy, jeez.
I'm very sassy.
Should I go?
Sorry, you brought flowers?
Well, they're not from me. They're from Fourth Wall. He sends his regards, but he's not coming, in case his brother shows up.
Well, Dad isn't coming, so whatever. Thank you. Is there a note with it?
Oh, yeah. It should be attached somewhere.
It's right here.
What does it say?
Let's see. Dearest nephew, I'm sorry that you are dealing with such a substantial loss. Losing a sibling is a pain I have yet to experience. However, as your father is a being of pure evil, I cannot wait for the day that he bites the big one. It will be a joyous day for us all. Well, maybe not for him. Or for you. My condolences.
What the actual
Sorry, I didn't read it. I shouldn't have brought them.
No, it's okay. It's typical for our family. And hey, the bouquet is actually flowers. It's not like a bomb or something. Wait, is it a bomb?
No, babe, not a bomb.
Well, that's something.
It looks like there's more. On the back of the note.
Oh, you're right. It says, look up.
Look up. What the hell is that supposed to...
Ah!
Who the hell are you?
Oh, hi. You must be Linus.
Get off the fucking ceiling before I scream your arms off.
Oh my god. Can you actually do that?
Yep. It's really, really messy.
No need. Huh. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. You don't need the force field. I'm not here to hurt you.
Let me be the judge of that. And speaking of force fields, how did you get in here in the first place?
When you let Invisidude in, I followed behind, but from above.
I am so sorry. I didn't see him. Oh, now I guess I know how that feels.
It's not your fault. So, I'm guessing you're the wall crawler everyone's been talking about.
I don't crawl, but yeah, that's me.
And you're here, why? To apologize for murdering my sister?
Actually, no. I'm not sorry for that. I thought I was saving Lullaby's life. Sallymander was holding a fireball, and...
I know. Lullaby told me everything.
Oh. Okay.
So, why are you gracing us with your toolish vigilante presence?
How rude.
Hey, he's not a tool. He's more of a douchebag.
Hey, that's Invisirude, dude.
Damn it. That was a good one.
I know, right? I just came up with it on the spot.
I'm gonna add that to my list.
Oh my god, you have a list of invisibility puns? That's so rad.
I mean, it's okay. It's nothing special.
Oh, Jesus. Are you two flirting or something right now?
What? No, sorry. I got distracted.
I don't know what you look like, but you sound really cute. How tall are you?
He's taken. And shut up. You didn't answer my question. Why are you here?
How can I shut up and answer your question at the same time?
You're really annoying.
I haven't heard that before.
May I remind you that you're crashing a funeral? The funeral of the person you killed?
I thought you said it was a wake.
Oh, come on, babe. I was sounding all angry and serious for once. Why do you have to correct me?
Oops. Sorry. Continue.
So, why the f*** are you here?
I was gonna stop by the wake anonymously and pay my respects, but I wasn't expecting the place to be covered in a giant force field, so when I saw an opportunity to slip in, my curiosity got the best of me.
You're not apologizing, but you wanted to pay your respects?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sorry for trying to save someone, and I'm not sorry I removed a dangerous villain from the streets, but it's hard to separate the masked superhero stuff from the reality that she was a person with a family, and that family might be grieving, so that's what I mean, I guess. I'm so sorry that my actions took away your sister.
I understand. If it was any other villain, I would probably be thanking you.
Since you took down your force field, does that mean we're okay?
No. It means I was tempted to use it as a weapon to crush your head, so I got rid of it before I could start taking out my feelings on your skull.
Gotcha. We are not okay.
You are not forgiven, and I'll never forget, but I'm not blaming you. If anything, I blame my dad for starting this.
Hey man, if there's anything I can ever do to make it up to you, I'll do it. I give you my word.
Fine. Elijah, can you see this guy out, please?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for bringing the flowers. It was nice to see you.
You're technically not seeing him?
Wow, you're really on it today.
Oh, bro, I'm always on it. Hey, Invisistud, before we go, here's my number if you ever want a helping hand.
Thank you, I guess? But
I'll take that. Good. Now we have a way of getting in touch with you. You owe us. Well, you owe Linus. And believe me, we'll definitely be calling in a favor or two.
Your wish is my command, milady.
Ew, stop bowing and just leave me alone.
Right. Funeral. Read the room. Got it.
let's go. And keep your feet on the ground, okay?
Fine, buzzkill.
Bye, ID.
Bye, guys.
You know, I did meet a henchie named Buzzkill one time.
Was Buzzkill a giant wasp who tried to kill people?
Not even close. I mean, he tried to kill people, but he was a Buzz Lightyear cosplayer.
Was he like, to infinity and, time to die?
I don't remember. So, how you doing? Holding it together? Having your sister's killer pop up to say hi wasn't exactly expected.
I'm okay. He's one less loose thread to worry about.
So what now? I hope we don't have any more surprise guests.
We should probably start the eulogies now.
I thought this wasn't a funeral.
Well, Dad wants to call in and say some remarks, and Sally apparently left a recording for me to play, and I wanted to say a few words myself. I mean, this is the time to do it, right? And since you're the only one here, it'll make it easier than if I had an audience.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Hey, it's Dad calling in.
Speak of the devil.
Close enough.
I heard that.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, son. And hello to you, Miss Tamsin Loft. We haven't yet had the pleasure of meeting.
Hello, MacGuffin. I mean, Mr. Montgomery. Sorry, I don't know how to address you.
This doesn't need to be a weird meeting the parent for the first time thing, babe.
Oh, thank God.
Dad, thanks for setting this up. The flower arrangements are beautiful, and the pictures of her are great.
My princess deserved the best. She deserved much better than the hand that fate dealt her.
Everything that happened to her was caused by you, so I wouldn't go blaming it on fate.
Let's agree to disagree, son. Today's no day for arguing.
Agreed. Did you have anything prepared? You said earlier that you had some remarks.
Yes, thank you. Okay. My daughter, Sally Montgomery, was full of life. So full of life, in fact, that she had the tendency of snuffing out the other lives around her.
I'm pretty sure that's called murder.
Shh!
When she was young, Sally was smart and curious, like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park. She was my clever girl, and best of all, she was a psychopath. The ways that she would burn her victims were so creative, showing a real flair for both improv and villainy. A father couldn't ask for a better daughter. She was my world, the one bright, flickering flame in an otherwise dark void. Her glorious fire, when not marring, maiming, or mutilating, lit the way for me to pursue my dream of world domination. Without her support, I would have never been able to put my plan into action.
What's he talking about?
He's transitioning from eulogy to villainous monologue. Just let it happen.
Soon, the world as we know it will be destroyed, and all because of me. When the battle begins, I'll be the one on the right side of history. Sally should be at my side, but alas, she gave in to weakness. Her one tiny shred of humanity reared its ugly head at the worst possible moment. When Rose City is in ruins, she would have loved it. I can see her now, setting buildings ablaze and throwing firebombs at innocent civilians like they were water balloons on a hot summer day. When Sally was a child, she would add small shards of glass and pebbles into her water balloons and make sure to hit her friends directly in the eyes. They stopped inviting her to parties, but that gave her more time to build her social media following. I remember her first lip gloss review video like it was yesterday. Her lips looked so plump and moist, and her witty commentary was mesmerizing.
Ew, this is getting creepy.
Not as creepy as when they went to prom together.
Oh, I don't want to know.
I was hoping you would give me grandchildren one day, but alas, that wasn't in the cards. I foresaw a future in which you had twins, just as I had a twin, and just like you had your own defective twin. When you were both born, I could tell that you would be brutal and vicious. I foresaw your potential through my powerful precognition. Your twin, however, she would grow up to be kind and generous, and your love for her would be your Achilles heel, so I sent her away. I found a telepath to erase her existence from everyone's minds, including your mother. But there's a silver lining in all this. If she ever has children, she may pass on my evil genius to a new generation.
Dad? What the hell are you talking about?
Ah, yes. You're still there. I'd nearly forgotten.
Are you saying I have another sister out there I've never met?
Yes, son, but she's not worth your time. She has zero potential for villainy. She takes after your mother.
Why are you just telling me this for the first time?
I wasn't telling you specifically. I was eulogizing.
And what if Tammy and I have kids? Will they be evil?
Sorry, no. I'm not putting my body through twins or raising a little Damien.
That's okay, babe. If we want kids, we can always adopt. This world's overpopulated as it is.
I love you so f***ing much.
Ditto.
Son, you're spoiling this wake with your sentimentality.
Are you going to tell me where I can find this other sister?
No, but you'll find her eventually. The podcast producer liked Sally's voice actor too much to not bring her back as a new character next season.
What?
Never mind. Let me finish my eulogy, damn it.
This is crazy.
Sally, my burning fire, my velociraptor, my forever sidekick, you will be missed. Even though your weakness has ruined your legacy, I'll forever be ashamed of your failures. You had so much potential, and you squandered it. You're a complete and utter disappointment.
Dad, what the f***?
But in spite of your shortcomings, I'll never stop loving you. You will always be my princess. I hope the glorious fires of hell will comfort you for all of eternity.
Thanks for your words, Dad. Is it okay if I hang up now? I have a lot to process.
Of course, son. If you need to talk, you can always call. I mean, not after the cell towers are destroyed when the human race is decimated. But you have a full 2 weeks before that happens.
Thanks for the heads up, I guess.
Goodbye, son. I'll see you on the battlefield.
Bye.
Holy balls.
That's a lot to unpack.
You think?
So, we have 2 weeks until whatever apocalyptic thing Dad's been hinting at forever happens.
It's that looming threat that Max inherited from the stag, isn't it? The thing he supposedly won't be prepared for?
Yeah, I thought we'd have more time.
Oh, and apparently you have another sister.
At least this one's not evil. That's something.
Yay.
Let's focus more on trying to save the world. If we survive whatever's coming, I can look for my sister then.
Good thinking. I guess we need to go warn everyone as soon as possible so we can prepare.
Yeah,
So, why are you just standing there?
we haven't finished the eulogies yet.
Oh, right. Sorry.
My mom wrote something in my journal that I was going to read out loud for Sally, but it's just a single paragraph about how, even though she struggled to even like Sally, she still loved her. She used to feel like a bad parent until she realized Sally was just wired differently. She also said something about how she hopes Sally is finally at rest.
You should probably tell her about the twin thing.
I can't believe Dad would alter her memories of having another daughter. That's unforgivable.
Considering his track record, it's not a surprise. Did you want to say anything now? For Sally?
Yeah, I probably should. I didn't write or prepare anything. I was going to speak from the heart.
Then do that.
Well, Sally, being your brother has almost ruined my life, on many occasions. Being the son of MacGuffin is worse, obviously, but you're a close second. You were always self-centered and cruel, and lacked empathy, but you were still my sister. I remember watching movies with you. Tammy, Sally loved rom-coms, but she always made me promise to never tell anyone. Her favorite characters were always the bad boyfriend or girlfriend that the protagonist would break up with to be with their true love. She always felt those exes were misunderstood, like her. Much of what Sally did was to satisfy her own demented concept of perfection. Dad always wanted her to be the best at being the worst. And that pressure really took its toll. She did have a warped sense of justice, though. I remember one time when some guys whistled at her and catcalled when we were out shopping one day. She melted their eyes, but left them alive, so they could learn their lesson about objectifying women.
Harsh, but fair.
Right. I could tell stories from when we were young about how she would burn everything around her except for me and how that made me feel special. But honestly, I don't know if she deserves it. Just because we spent our childhoods together, and because we have the shared trauma of being raised by a supervillain, it doesn't give her a free pass.
Like your mom said, Sally was just wired differently. She didn't choose to be a psychopath. It's how she was born. She chose to never burn you, even though she probably wanted to whenever you were being a brat.
I did have a bratty streak.
You do have a bratty streak.
Whatever.
I think she loved you in her own way. Even though she kept threatening to kill me, I think she would have spared me if you asked her to.
I think you're right. She wasn't the absolute worst. Just really, really terrible. Crap. I still have to play Sally's video message.
So, explain to me how this exists.
Dad had told Sally that if she didn't kill Ren's sister Cassie, it might eventually lead to her death. Sally actually drew up a will and left a message to play at this service.
Did she leave everything to your dad?
I don't know. I have a meeting with some lawyers next week.
Gotcha. Well, I guess we should probably play this thing, right? Did your dad already watch it?
Yeah, he was gonna watch it on his own.
Okay. I'm a little nervous.
Me too. I haven't watched it yet. Let me turn this music off first. Okay, so, here we go.
Hello, world. It's me, Sally Montgomery. You might know me from HeroTube and Herogram, or from the tabloids, or from the one short season of my reality show, Sally in the Galley, where I went undercover to work as a cook on a battleship. Despite all of my fame as a civilian, how I'd really like to be remembered is as Sally Mander, the Mistress of Flame. No, that sounds stupid. The Princess of Pain. No, that's dumb. Oh, I got it. I am Sally Mander, the Queen of Fire.
Oh, brother.
Besides starting a majority of the world's most destructive forest fires, you can credit me with at least 400 disfigurements and over 6 straight-out murders. That doesn't even include the lives lost in the bombings of multiple buildings. I'm a little sad I won't be able to check off a few things from my bucket list, like trapping and killing an entire stadium full of people. I was waiting to see if the Super Bowl would ever be played in Rose City. That, or if Adele ever played a concert here. I f***ing love Adele so much. And don't think I'm a complete monster. I would make sure she was out of harm's way before fricasseeing her fans. Human lives don't mean much to me, but I could never hurt Adele. She speaks to my soul. I would ask for you to play one of her songs for me, but Daddy told me the podcasters wouldn't be able to afford the rights, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. It is what it is.
I am so confused.
Story of my life.
What does one say after they've died? Should I apologize to those I've hurt? Should I tell my family how I feel about them? Should I tell an impactful story about what I've learned and try to impart that message to others? No, really, I don't know. These questions aren't rhetorical. Okay, well, I'm not going to say any of that shit. Instead, I'll send you off with an encore of the theme song to my reality show, Sally in the Galley. Here we go.
The high seas!
Sally in the galley, Sally on a ship, Sally in the galley, Sally on a ship. Baking tarts, breaking hearts, cooking yams, eating clams. Sally in the galley, Sally on a ship.
What?
Sally in the galley, Sally on a ship.
What?
Sally in the galley, Sally in the what? Sally in the galley, Sally in the what? No, really, what is a galley? I don't know. Oh, a boat kitchen. Okay. Sally in the galley, a boat on a kitchen. Sally on a ship. This show is bitchin'.
Galley!
Nope. No way I'm listening to that whole thing.
What if there's like a post-credit scene or something?
This isn't a Marvel movie. Besides, she literally twerks to the word galley for like 30 full seconds after this.
That's a lot of twerking.
Ugh. Yeah.
So, was there anything else you wanted to say?
Nope. I think I want to go home now.
Okay, but we need to listen to music on the drive back, because that stupid f***ing song is stuck in my head.
I know, it's an earworm, right?
Hey, I met a henchie named Earworm one time.
Seriously?
Nah, I'm just kidding. But you believed me, didn't you?
Ugh. Yeah. Damn it, I think it's stuck in my head too. Sally in the galley.
Sally on a ship.
Sally in the galley.
Sally on a ship.
Oh, God, let's get out of here. After all, we have to prepare for the end of the world.
Oh, yeah, that. I can't wait. Well, babe, after you.
Okay. Goodbye, Sally.
In this episode of Second Fiddles, Tammy is voiced by Liz Thompson, Linus is voiced by Alex Sinacropi, Elijah is voiced by Nick Bissett, the Wall Crawler is voiced by Greg Maddock, MacGuffin is voiced by John Pupo, and Sally Mander, as she burns in hell, is voiced by Jenny Gibson.
Oh, and apparently you have another sister.
At least this one's not evil. That's something.
Yay.